Hello, welcome to Shelf or Sell, where we break down every game in our collection and determine what's going and what's staying. And we hit a milestone.
Yes, we have reached our 10th week. We have finished our 10th week, and we are about to dive into the 50 games that have been placed on our shelf, the 50 games that are supposed to be getting sold.
Give or take, because somewhere in there was like 11 thrown in, and there's always a bonus game each season, but...
And we're going to talk to you about the bonus games that we have actually managed to play and cover, and where they ended up laying, on which side, and we're going to talk to you about if any switches happens as we continue to discuss.
There has been some important migration over the last few months. So this is going to be a recap and update of all 50 of these titles, where they rest now, and the most important thing, the reason why you should watch this video, is that this is going to trigger these 50 games, or 40-ish games, actually being available. And some of these are harder to get. Some of these I know people want. There's been comments in the comment section saying that people are reaching out for them. So the way we're going to do the sale is this way. The very first dibs and first week of these games being available, and we're going to sell them at market price. That's the base. The first week of them being available will be exclusive to our Patreon community. $1 gets you in the door. You know, you can go in. If you want one of these games, it's a cheap price to pay to log in and ask for something. But we want to get things into our community's hands at a fair price before we sell it on eBay or inflate the price anywhere else, right? From that point on, we'll probably go to a Facebook group or something along those lines. So keep your eyes out for, my profile is public. You're welcome to follow me over on Facebook and just kind of keep track on what we're doing. But if you're interested in any of these titles, that's where they're going to be.
I'm going to tell you them.
All right.
Yes.
We have a very tiny spreadsheet that she's printed.
Yes, all for this purpose. Week 1 on our shelf side.
This was a long time ago.
Yes. We had Luna Capital.
Okay.
Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion.
Yeah.
Humblewood.
Yeah.
Great Western Trail. Terraforming Mars. None of those have changed for me.
No, I think all of those are still permanent fixtures in our library.
Selling.
Okay.
My Little Scythe.
Yep.
Ishtar, Gardens of Babylon.
Uh-huh.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones game.
Game of Thrones,
with
Game
the
of
dragon
Thrones.
expansion and all that. Okay.
Bloodborne. It's good if you can't remember it. Fantastic. And Claustrophobia. The first one. You have the
first edition of Claustrophobia. Yep. I'm okay selling that. We still haven't played it. That was on our list of you wanting to play.
It is. That's why it's highlighted in blue.
Why am I blanking on Bloodborne?
I don't know. Huge
Bloodborne.
box.
Bloodborne. I was thinking of... We just talked about Bloodstone.
Yeah.
I was thinking of that. Bloodborne is going to be the game that replicates... It's from Simon. Replicates the existence of Bloodborne, the video game, really well, but isn't right for me. I think all of those are okay with the caveat that as we keep playing two-player games, I would like to play the head-to-head two-player Catacombs.
That's not on this list.
Where is it? Claustrophobia.
Okay.
I want to play the head-to-head two-player Claustrophobia.
Yes, Claustrophobia is not going anywhere yet.
It will be up for claim, but we'll try to... If someone buys it, we'll try to table it or the new version before we let it go.
Our undecided game, which I have made the decision about, was Keyflower. And it is staying.
Oh. Yeah, that's interesting, because I would have let that one go.
Yeah, I know, which is why I made the decision very nicely.
Okay.
Okay, week 2. For Glory. This is on the shelf side.
Shelf side.
For Glory.
Yep.
Too Many Bones Undertow. Kingdom Death Monster. Land vs. Sea. Santorini. None of those are going anywhere.
Santorini we still don't table.
Santorini is my...
I know.
It's my copy, and it's not going anywhere.
And Too Many Bones, we played Undertow recently. We had fun with it. We hadn't played it at the time. It was still an open at the time. We had fun with it. It's still really hard to table Too Many Bones.
Yes. There are so many games that don't get tabled far frequently enough. You cannot rag on Santorini. All right, on the selling side, Pipeline. Mouse Guard, Swords and Stronghold. That's one that I want to play before it goes places.
Yeah, it's not gonna stay.
Tapestry. That's also one I wanted to play. Kabuto Sumo. And this is an interesting one. Lost Ruins of Arnak is going.
It's not.
No.
It's not.
Are you using...
So, I'm not using a veto, but you haven't played with the expansion.
Yeah.
The expansion introduces asymmetric powers. So, very interesting.
Switch side.
Very, very interesting. I think everything there is consistent except Lost Ruins of Arnak is no longer leaving.
Yeah.
Not only do you need to play it for the top 100, but also the expansion made it a game that I was re-engaged with, whereas the core game was one I wasn't so interested in. So it's staying now.
Undecided for that week was Brian Boru.
I think Brian Boru's going to go.
Yeah. We decided it was going to go. I still need to
You still need to play it.
You played it, and you've covered it.
We
did.
did.
So I'm deferring to you.
It's trick-taking area control.
Oh, it might not go then. We're going to parenthesis it.
I do think it is going to go. But
I enjoy trick-taking.
I know you do. We should play it, though.
Okay. Next week, on the shelf side, Ratcatcher, Castles of Burgundy, Bunny Kingdom, Fire Tower, Marvel United.
For those of you that are looking for Marvel United, it is moving over to our sell side.
Yes,
do you want to talk about why?
I haven't had a chance to get it to the table, and it's not one that I'm willing to fight for. And you are moving...
There's a little timeline over here for 2 games.
It was a month timeline.
Marvel United and Marvel Champions, which we engaged in a debate on the channel. And the debate was... We both liked the other one. Yep. I liked Champions, you liked United. And we said, play it in a month, right?
Yep.
Play it in a month. And we moved, so we gave ourselves a little bit of grace time.
Yep.
But get it to the table, and you can keep it.
And
I've played Champions going on 6 times now.
Yes, he has. And I give him due credit where credit is due. I have not gotten Marvel United to the table. I have not felt incentivized to get it to the table. There's a lot of other solo games I want to dive into before I bring that one up. And despite the fact that I love the chibi little minis... Marvel Zombies is coming. I can't waste my Marvel and Marvel Dice Throne. I really can't waste my Marvel veto powers on games I'm not that passionate about.
I love the aesthetic of the game. I even love the puzzle of the game. And when I have maybe kids or something like that, I think there's a compelling reason to have it. I just don't see my game group or myself getting it to the table, and that's the painful part for me. And here's the other caveat. I have all of X-Men coming in, and X-Men's more advanced than United is. And I don't need the core Marvel figures like Spider-Man in them. I'm perfectly happy playing with Wolverine.
On the selling side, Miyabi.
If you're interested in Marvel United, we've got the Kickstarter Deluxe stuff, and it's going to be available over on Patreon.
Miyabi. Kingless.
This is selling?
This is selling.
Okay, for the same week. Miyabi, Kingless,
Throw burrito without the burritos. Pendulum.
If you want that, hot stuff.
Pendulum, which I still need to play.
Yeah.
And the Marvel Champions switch sides.
Marvel Champions and Marvel United traded. You put Marvel Champions on the selling side?
I did.
And then they swapped. Okay, I earned my keep.
We put it to a vote. All right. Undecided was Black Rose Wars.
Black Rose Wars.
We cover it later, the Seder box. And we came to the conclusion that we are going to keep Black Rose Wars. You still have a 6-month timeline that expires in April.
I don't know that I've came to that conclusion.
No?
I like the new version for its accessibility.
Black Rose Wars?
I love Black Rose Wars, but Devin was so compelling with his argument on the Seder box and how I'd never play the base game if I didn't play the Seder. He also has secured the idea that even with a 6-month timeline, I don't know if I'm ever... I've got 3 months of that timeline left.
Yeah.
What's the chance of me...
Well, not 3 months. You have till the end of April, which is almost 5 months.
So I've got... Oh, we reset the timeline.
We set a 6-month timeline on Black Rose Wars.
I'd be okay letting Black Rose Wars go. If people really wanted it. I don't think I'm going to play it in the next 5 months. And I really am sad about that.
Yeah.
But I just don't think I am.
I also don't think it's exclusive enough that if we do decide at some point...
The next version of it is really good.
Yeah.
So I'm okay playing that one when it comes in.
We're up to week 4.
Okay.
Shelf. Destinies. Super Fantasy Brawl. Russian Railroads. Anachrony. And Midara.
Feel good about all of those except for Super Fantasy Brawl. Do you have a timeline on Super Fantasy Brawl yet?
I do. 6 months. May.
Why is yours May and mine's April?
Because it's the next week. Yours was April 30th and mine's May 6th. 7 days later.
All right. Get it to the table.
I will.
Because I
does not have to be with you because you have gotten Marvel.
Yeah. I like the game a lot, but we're not pulling it off the shelf.
Yep. On the selling side, Unfair, Pandemic, Oath, which we wanted to play with Alex. Unfair I want to play as well. Merchant's Cove, and Adventure Tactics.
Unfair's already been given to a friend who loves take that elements in games.
Okay.
So, but they have an expansion coming out soon, so I am interested in revisiting it. What are the other ones again?
Pandemic.
Pandemic can go.
Oath.
Oath can go, and I don't even mind if we sell it before we play it with Alex.
Merchant's Cove.
Yeah.
And Adventure Tactics.
I want to play the expansions. I don't mind if we don't.
Yep. And then Undecided that week was Cuphead, which we played a bunch, we reviewed, and we are deciding to sell it.
I still wish I liked it more than I do.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need to stay. Okay.
Next week is when you went insane and bought 16 games.
Wait. This week was when I visited all the local board stores and patronized them with my support.
Okay. We start with, what is a fair timeline to get these games to the table?
No, not all of them.
Okay.
Not all of them. Everything has different timelines. We're not putting everything on a timeline.
Fine.
We're not putting everything on a timeline.
Week 5, you bought Rococo, Nidavellir.
So Rococo's brilliant. I've already played it multiple times, and it's one of those Lacerda games that is on your list. You just played Liboso for the first time.
Lisboa. Yep, it was fantastic.
So,
Okay, Nidavellir.
Nidavellir, you love that one.
I love it.
Okay.
Not going anyone.
You influenced that one.
Power Grid.
Power Grid's fantastic classic game. You're liking Euros more. We're going to play it soon.
War Chest.
War Chest. I don't know why we haven't played War Chest yet, honestly.
Okay.
Head-to-head 2-player. Perfect with what we've been doing recently.
Age of Steam.
Age of Steam is... I'm still in awe of Age of Steam in the group we've played it with. I cannot wait to play again.
Blitzkrieg.
We love it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Great Plains.
We gave to
Alex.
Played that and gave it to Alex.
So it moved.
It did.
Viticulture / Tuscany.
We upgraded. We deluxified.
Yes,
It's very fancy now. You put so many pieces in your mouth.
Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig. Amazing game. I really like it at higher player
That
counts.
was one that you got?
Cellulose, you got for me.
I did, yeah.
Pax Viking.
We haven't played Cellulose yet.
Pax Viking, Pax Emancipation, and Pax Transhumanity.
Yeah, I want to play them. I'm very compelled by them. I'm curious to see where they land. I am not saying that I will not get rid of them.
Yeah.
I am saying that it was the first time and the only time I've seen them in the wild. I wanted to own a copy of them because we did developmental work on, we did some playtesting on Pax Viking. I wanted to see where it ended up, and I don't mind if I get rid of it then.
Enchanted Plumes.
Enchanted Plumes.
Small box games about building your peacock.
That one can go.
Does it have to?
No, it can stay. It's tiny. It can stay.
Thank you.
I'm saying it can go, though.
It can go. But it's a small box game that I enjoy.
You're worried about vetoing for it?
Yes.
No, it's too small to veto for it.
Orleans Invasion.
To pair with Orleans, I need to reach back out. We had a few people reach out about the deluxe copy. I need to make sure I have one of those on the way.
And Isle of Skye.
Isle of Skye.
All right.
Tile laying bidding? You played, remember? Tile laying bidding for the tile. You say how much a tile's worth.
Huh?
You take, behind your screen, you take 2 tiles, put them out, you say how much you're willing to spend on each one. You go around the map, we played with Alex, and people are like, I'll pay you $7 for that tile, like you said, and then you add it to your grid and you point score based off of the regions that you built out.
It sounds so familiar.
Yes, because you played it and you loved it.
Okay, it's staying. And then Scoville and Eclipse Second Dawn were the undecided ones.
Eclipse, you and I want to compare to TI.
Yeah.
And it's in the top 100, I believe.
So big.
Scoville's there because TMG went out of business. Mm-hmm. And, well...
You're trying to get most of their games and give them a shot.
Yeah, I want to see before they're hard to get.
Cool. All right. Next week was...
Not a lot of change on that week, but also not a lot played on that week.
Next week is everything that is selling. So, Undecided, we're starting with Aeon's End.
We have Astro Knights right now. Alex likes Astro Knights more than Aeon's End. It's the new prototype coming out.
Okay.
We have to play both to compare both.
Okay.
But I also am not 100% sure that Aeon's End is going to be... If Alex didn't like it, it puts a damper on me, because we both are fairly comparable when it comes to deck building systems, and we both really like them.
Okay.
Okay.
Selling. Cuphead, we put it on this list.
Yep.
Great Plains, we put it on this list.
Yep.
We got rid of both of the... Well, not Cuphead yet. Seventh Continent.
I'm still okay letting that go. Yeah.
Lords of Hellas.
And that's the Kickstarter Deluxe. That's everything, so...
Lords of Hellas, I'm not okay with letting that go.
I'm still okay letting that go. Ragnarok's the better game.
I know.
It just is.
Vast. Massive Darkness.
Still happy letting Vast go. This was a big week. Massive Darkness. Yeah, and we convinced you on the nature of...
I want to try it.
We're never going to backwards integrate it. You played the new one. Massive Darkness 2 is better.
Yeah.
The only thing that has me...
I haven't played the new one.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, okay. The only thing, Jan and I did then, the only thing that has me compelled in Massive Darkness is I did just use it for its minis to run an RPG session with you, and they worked so well.
Isle of Cats. We just played this for coverage for the top 100.
It's going.
Going?
It's going. I don't mind it.
I thought you wanted to try it solo.
I want to try other games of it.
Okay.
But you fought for this. This is where the audience voted against me.
Yeah. We played it recently to cover for the top 100, and it has a lot more sentimental value than what there are a lot more Tetris style polyomino games. It's
good. I did like it. I actually like it as a comparison to Bunny Kingdom quite a bit. But I'm gonna play it another 2 or 3 times, and then it's gonna be enough.
Kanban Eve. That is
on your radar, but still gonna go.
Why?
Well, because you need to play it, but I'm just predicting after you play it.
Yeah, I still get to play it before it goes.
Like, are you grappling right now to pick up a copy of Lisboa?
Yeah.
You want a copy of Lisboa right now?
I kind of want all those sort of games.
Maybe it stays. We'll see.
And then Hoplomachus. You have another one coming.
We have the solo-only version coming. You and I need to play. We've been playing, this month has been really good for 2-player rewarding game experiences. Hoplow might just be one of those game experiences that you and I find we really enjoy.
Okay.
I'm curious. I still think we get rid of all the extras, but because both you and I are obsessive extras.
Yeah.
So here's what I'd say. If someone really wants Hoplow, and I mean all of Hoplow, deluxe, upgrade, proponents, we're going to put it on the sell list over on Patreon. If someone claims it, we're going to commit to selling everything but the little standalone 2-player head-to-head. And we're going to play that. And if we still love it in a year, we'll get everything back. Yeah. It's not like we can't get games. Yeah. But if someone really desperately wants it, we'll make it available.
That was that week. That was a rough week.
That's a big week.
Next week, and then we're up to week 7 already. Shelf. Bus. Not going anywhere.
No.
Rolling Realms, which you just went on about. Bullet.
I want the expansions. I was just looking at the expansions today. But it didn't make my top 10 of this year.
Interesting.
I think it'd make my top 50 of all games, though. Maybe.
It's on another one of my lists.
Okay.
Quacks of Quellenberg, which can go.
But
you're wavering on Quacks?
A bit. I don't know why, though. Yeah, we'll keep it. I don't know why. Like, my gut check there is like, no one wants to play it with me.
Rena likes it.
It's hard to have a game in your collection
that no one wants to play.
That no one wants to play with you.
Yeah, I relate. And then Unsettled, which we've covered recently.
Really good.
Yeah. Selling. Silk. We're selling Trogdor, Grim Forest, Game of Thrones Catan.
All right, you all. You trolls. The amount of people that flooded over here from Alex's videos saying, Game of Thrones, play Game of Thrones. Yeah, we did. Don't worry, we picked up the 5 and 6 player expansion, and Game of Thrones Catan is going to become a permanent staple as the Catan game in our collection. We'll be having coverage soon. I did a whole B-roll segment. We're going to be doing a gameplay video with Alex. Don't you worry, all you people panning. And when the video gets 400 views, I'll tell you I told you so.
The last one for the selling of this list was Reichbusters.
Reichbusters. Yeah.
I want to try it again and give it another shot, but I think it's going to go in the end. Yeah,
we have a lot of dudes on the map style games. There's some really interesting mechanics with it, but it's not screaming at me. And because we've been waiting for the updated manual for a bit, we need to dive back in, but the wind kind of was taken out of the sails a bit.
The undecided one for that week was Food Chain Magnate.
Which is you still haven't been able to play it.
No.
I've heard the catch-up expansion. I've heard the catch-up expansion decreases the overall playtime. And the group that we play with quite regularly is ready to get it to the table.
Yes.
So
I've been asking, and it's on the list for the top 100.
You've been asking a lot over the last... I've heard you ask 3 or 4 times over the last couple weeks alone.
Hopefully it'll get covered here soon.
Cool.
So it's still undecided. Week 8.
It's not undecided. It's not going to be sold.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to stay. I just started getting all the other Splatter games. We're not getting rid of any of them.
That's how I feel about Lacerda games.
Oh, no.
Week 8. Shelf. Dead of Winter. Suburbia.
Dead of Winter. Shelf?
Yes.
Dead of Winter. Shelf.
Yes. Okay, this was a week where you brought up 10 games and you made me decide all of these decisions. And there's some that...
I think Dead of Winter can go.
Okay.
I think it can. I want to like it, but I'm not super compelled by the idea of a hidden trader game. I do want to play it with you. I do want to give it a try, but that doesn't feel right on that side.
Suburbia. I like it. I have played it before. Tiling, city building. Alex got rid of it because not enough people were asking for it. I think it is worth diving into. We have Kickstarter all in, though.
So here's the question. Do we get a small box to play? We need to make the decision now and play it in the next month. We either are producing... The reason why I haven't opened it, like all my things, we're either going to produce a unboxing and showcase and then do gameplay of it, or, which devalues the collector's edition, but if it's good content, it's good content, or we need to pick up a small box and we need to play it to make a decision.
I would rather pick up a small box and make the decision.
Okay, we're gonna get a small box of Suburbia and see if it's one that we actually want to keep.
It's going on the sell list, this collector's edition. We need a small box.
Okay, and I'll put the caveat down that if someone really wants the collector's edition of Suburbia, I will make it available to you. You can put your name on it, you can claim it, and we'll have a 2-week period to play and make the decision on it.
You're making a lot of these 2-week commitments. Do you know that you're not going to be around for a lot of the 2 weeks?
I'm saying from the point like
okay.
when they put their name down on it, we'll be like, hey, here's our window of time. If we haven't told you no by this window of time, it is yours. Next
thing on our shelf list: Twilight Imperium, Empires of the Void, and so this is where we went back and forth and we never came to a solid conclusion. I put Clank Legacy on the shelf list because there was another game that we came down to at the very end that had to go on the sell list. And so I made the executive decision to do a very nice switcheroo. I
honestly think I want to switch those two games.
No.
I know you don't like dexterity, but I still do, and the comments in that video... I
have not opened it yet.
Well, sure. That's because...
Timeline, then. Because I don't like dexterity games.
But the comments on that video kept reiterating what I know about the game. It is the best RPG dexterity... Like, it's the best version of dexterity out there when it comes to advanced dexterity.
Okay. A year timeline? Is that fair?
Yeah, I'll give you a year.
Okay. Catacombs is getting 1 year, and we can get rid of Clank Legacy.
You're never going to play it?
I'd love to dive in, but
we have base Clank on the way for the top 100.
Yeah. If we really like base Clank, we can get the Legacy back.
All right.
Selling. Cosmic Encounter. Wild Ascent.
Cosmic Encounter. Wild Ascent.
Thornwatch.
Wild Ascent only because the new version's coming. Thornwatch hurts, but I think I'm not going to play it.
You're going to disagree with the next one. Detective City of Angels.
No.
You allowed me to make this decision.
Get rid of where are we? Get rid of Twilight Imperium.
No.
Get rid of Empires of the Void.
We're already switching a bunch here.
Which one's Empires of the Void?
I don't know, but...
I don't even remember.
Oh, it's a space game. I wanted it. Okay.
Yeah, here. Get rid of Empires of the Void.
No, we're switching. We already have 3 going to that side. 1 can come to our side. And then Catacombs is staying right now. You have it for a year.
Yeah, so that list switched.
Yes, yeah. So when you make me make the decisions,
you
are not happy with any of them.
That's right.
The undecided one is Tricarion, and that is still gonna get played. I'm
really excited about Tricarion. It's just a beast to table.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next week, week 9, shelving. Lord of the Rings, Journeys in Middle Earth.
Shelving.
Okay. Keeping.
Okay.
Cosmic Frog.
Yeah.
This was Devin's week.
Yep.
Alice is
missing. You told me I could keep it because it was small.
It was your small RPG, and the rest have to go bye-bye.
No.
That was what he said.
That's not the deal. It's just not how this works.
In Too Deep and Whistle Mountain.
I don't mind if Whistle Mountain or In Too Deep shift sides. Okay. I'm not stable on them.
Whistle Mountain, I'm neutral about, and I don't.
Alex loves it,
and I don't know. And he'll have a copy. I don't know about In Too Deep.
It'd be fun to play. I'd like to play it with you.
Okay. Switching sides.
But I'm not heartfelt on either of them.
Selling. Vampire Heritage. Mansions of Madness.
Mansions of Madness we have to play for the top 100. It won't be available yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cloudspire, Nemo's War, we have timelines on those.
What's our timelines on those? What's our window?
Cloudspire and Nemo's War. We had 3 months.
3
that
months.
ends March.
January, February, March. I need to prioritize getting Nemo's War to the table then, so I can let you all know where I am.
My 3 months cannot start until I actually have a rulebook in the house that I live in. So
sounds convenient.
So my timeline on Cloudspire has been extended because Jesse lost the rulebook.
Left it in Kentucky.
And then Black Rose War is the Seder box.
Yeah, I think Black Rose is gone.
Undecided for this.
I can't justify it. And I love the game.
Undecided for this week is Space Empires 4X.
Not undecided.
You have a year. You have 12 months.
It's one of my top 10s. You're not going to make me get rid of one of my top 10s.
Even if you never play it again for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
Alright, I will give you that. It's staying.
I mean, here's the thing. We have very limited and few vetoes.
So I am coming up with my top 20. That means my top 20 gets to
No,
stay.
that's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. I think it's fair that I need to play it. I need to play it if I'm going to have it. Which means I need to take the time to be able to teach you how to play it or play the solo mode. I think that's fair. But come on, man. Come on. It's not, you can't give one of my top 10s. This month was a bad week. That was a bad week.
You can keep it, but you do have to get it played. Same thing with my top 10.
I got a year on it. We'll revisit if I don't play it in a year.
Okay.
You can beat me up a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, it might not be in my top 10 if I don't play it in a year.
Last week was Shelving.
Yeah.
Zombicide Black Plague.
Yes.
Zombicide Invader.
Yep.
For now.
We argued about those a little bit.
We did, but they are staying.
We've come to the conclusion that we can keep 2 zombicides in the house.
And we can each make a decision about one of them.
And so as they start coming in...
You are going to have some hard decisions to
I'm going to have you make the Marvel decision. You know Marvel is going to stay. You know it is.
No, I'm going to make you make that decision.
I've got you in a loophole.
I'm going to pick Black Plague.
We're both going to kneecap each other.
Alex will have zombies.
We're both going to kneecap each other, and neither one of us is going to keep Marvel. Marvel's the best zombicide.
And then we're going to end up having 3, basically.
Marvel's the best zombicide.
The dog can pick Marvel zombies.
The dog should, honestly. It justifies it.
Keeping the Great Wall, keeping Caesar, keeping Blitzkrieg.
Yeah.
Selling Kingdom Rush, Korra, Charterstone with the rebuff
another legacy one. Another one that I want to play. I want to play Pandemic Legacy with you. I want to play Clank Legacy with you. I want to play Charterstone with you. Mm-hmm. We're having so much fun going through Gloomhaven and Kingdom Death. I'm okay if we don't.
Okay. I said Charterstone, Custom Heroes, and the Estates. And the one that was up in the middle was Twilight Struggle.
Yeah.
Not had a chance to play it in the last 3 days. It's
weird. No, we haven't. Cool.
No updates on that.
I mean, that's
a recap of
that's right around 50 games that are going.
Yeah.
I don't think some interesting switches.
I'm going to make up a list for you. You can tell me if you want it in a specific program or if you just want a template.
Excel. We'll put an Excel list and we'll let people put their names in it.
Okay.
And what we'll do is we'll probably place that a day before this video goes live. No, it can't be a day before. We'll do it a day after this video goes live so that we give people a chance to kind of be there. We'll do it noon on Sunday. So this goes live on Saturday.
Saturday's the 1st. Sunday will be the 2nd of the new year.
So noon on the 2nd, we will post the Excel list and give people the opportunity to lay stakes.
Yep.
And what I'll do is I'll have a price point and I'm going to go market value and I'm going to go shipping to wherever your region is. And so, we can discuss, but yeah.
Are we limiting it to local? We're not doing international, are we?
No, I don't think
they have to cover shipping.
Yeah, they're going to cover shipping, and I don't think it oftentimes justifies international.
Okay.
So, but we can have that conversation if it's something that you just can't get and you really want. I'm open to it.
Are we going to let them have access to this Excel spreadsheet? Like, what's to stop someone from erasing someone else's name? Integrity?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that or screenshots. I don't know. Okay. They can also post comments or send me a message in the earliest.
We'll see if there's a way that we can make it that only one person can access the sheet at a time.
No. It'll be a public sheet. We'll have you put your name in list order. but also send me a message or leave a comment, and that comment or message is timestamped, and we can double check. Like, if you see your name get erased, send me a message being like, hey, my name got erased, and I'll be like, okay. We'll have the rules established.
In any case, thank you for joining us. Are you okay?
We got so many list videos coming out. Why are you clicking on the boxes? Like, at this point, you don't even need to be here anymore. You're not buying the game. You're not buying the games. Why are you even bothering? There's a subscribe button. There's boxes full of really great videos that you're able to watch.